54 are almost done, and we expect this amount to be paid within the year. The second question was on the one on management. I think I didn't get it clearly. But on the current assets to current liability ratio, I think if you can check on the current liabilities, these are figures that are going to come down in the year. And also advance subscription. This is not money that we expect to pay out. It is members who are paid in advance of 50 million. So really, if you look at it, the ratio is not very badly off. The bank wanted to push it to 21%. So we had a lot of negotiations, and we had comparative figures with other commercial banks to bargain and reduce the figure to 16%. So we are very aware of the situation, and we are trying our best to ensure that your interest is taken care of. We are also just to ensure that we get the best interest rates. I think that was all. Thank you.
To that, I just want to make some additional comments with regards to the issue of gratuity. I know CPA Kariuki asked why there's an increase in gratuity. I want to confirm us on performance contract. This is the first time. On contract, they are paid gratuity. So the best accounting practice is definitely to accrue the applicable gratuity for the financial year. So that's why that amount appears to have increased, because at least for the whole of the 2015, our CEO and the three chief managers, we had to accrue the gratuity for the whole year. You remember the CEO joined us in 2014, that was half year. And also some of the senior management team joined us a year later. So that explains why the amount of gratuity has actually increased compared to the previous financial year. So thank you very much for the feedback. Our next item, our members, is to appoint the independent December 2016 and authorize council to fix the remuneration of the auditor. I want to inform members that council, the work that was done, very well done by Mazars, and also in compliance with good practice. We saw it fit to have audit firm rotation so that members can have an opportunity of appointing new auditors. I know we have been very hard on banks. So as an institute, you also have to walk the talk and have rotation of the firm of auditors. With that in mind, we actually went and did an advert inviting members to quote for audit services for the institute. And we went through the evaluation process, and Parker, Randall, East Africa, as the auditors we are presenting appoint in this AGM to be our auditors for the year 20. We have so that we have that anchored in our policies and procedures. So request or call upon a proposer and a seconder for the new auditors will be appointed today. That is Messrs. Parker, Randall, East Africa, so that at least they can audit our financial statements for this year, and also to authorize council to fix external auditors for the institute for this year. I need a mic here for
recommendation, I would like to I would like you to actually propose the change of auditors. My name is FCPA Abdullahi Dabu 0528, but I would like also, sir, to record tremendous appreciation to Mazaris. It's just a case of governance, and we would like to appreciate them, sir.
Thank you, FCP Abu. I need to get a seconder.
My name is CPA Rose Osoro. I second the proposal.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. As I said earlier in my remarks, having done 7 years, I think I've done well. And also as an institute, as I said, we need to walk the talk. And we really appreciate the contribution, especially what you have done for us for the last 7 years. So having carried that motion, our next item is now the item we did amendment to the agenda. Opportunity to invite Tom Nyagari, at least to make a presentation before we ask members to approve the benevolent fund. So Tom, please. I know Tom will be preparing to come shortly. The next item is on elections. I know very well that we had elections for one position on council. To appreciate and independence of institutions. I want to invite our returning officer. I don't know whether CPA Ruto is here, just to come and present a report on the results of the elections for the council position. And then, of course, after that, we'll now go to the presentation for the benevolent fund. So, karibu Bwana Ruto. Apigiwe makofi.
Thank you, Bwana Chama, the chair of the institute, the ICPAK council members, and ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. Good afternoon. Good afternoon again. You can see clearly, I will not present my report because our time has really gone. I'm just going to hand it over. But I'll just make a few highlights about the elections. The first and the major one is the voter turnout in terms of members voting for an election in ICPAK is really, really very low. I don't know what can really excite members to vote. I mean, that is something we need to look as an election team. This time around, the elections were conducted very peacefully. I want to thank the candidates. They carried themselves out in a very professional manner in conducting the elections. What I would only urge members is that for future election, maybe 2017, we try and come out in large numbers and vote. Because when you vote in large numbers, you vote in the candidate who can carry more vision for this institute. So it's very important to urge members to come and vote. The only thing I would want to also note is we have changed the way we conduct our elections. We are always we have not been having a structured forum where the candidates are interrogated on the vision they have for the institute. So remember, in Mombasa, in the annual general meeting in Mombasa, and the one in the AMM in annual members meeting in Eldoret, we had such a structured debate. So going forward, that's what we are going to adopt. So I just want to give you the statistics of election because of time. We, on 22nd of May, that was the end of the campaign period. On 23rd, Monday of May, that's when we started voting, and the voting ended on 29th of May at midnight. On the 30th of May at 7:30, that's when we declared the results. And I want to thank two candidates came to where we were announcing the results in the Institute board for candidates. Michael Kitulambaya, who came there, and also Michael Mbrugu, and there was an observer, a member of the Institute by the name Dan Murake, CPA Dan Murake. So in future, we encourage members to come when we are unveiling the results. So I want to present the results now. The results were like this. 11,401 members were eligible to vote because they were able to pay their subscription on time. And those who voted were 5,201, representing 45%. Station, they lined up in polling station. IBC, I work with IBC, I'm a returning officer. We had 82%. In some places, we had even 94%. So members were professional voting having 46% is so low. So out of the eligible members, 6,200 did not vote. So, but compared to last year, we saw the eligibility going up. Last year we had 8,752 members who are eligible. This year it has moved up to by 2,649 members. So in terms of the voter turnout, 46 as follows. CPA Esponomolo, he scored 873 votes. CPA Joshua Kamere, he had 936 votes. CPA Michael votes. CPA Michael Mbrugu, he scored 787 votes. And finally, CPA Obare Nyaeka, he scored 2,086 votes. So the candidate who was validly elected to be the council member 2016 is CPA Obare Nyaeka. A round of applause for him. Thank you very much. If he was seated there, I would have invited to come here. But since he's seated here, I congratulate you and wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Sorry, we have a team of we are a team of 4 who conducted the election. CPA Howie Odingo, are you in there? Millicent Omuhaka, are you? Team. I will not forget to thank the Secretariat of Harriet Sikai, our legal manager. Give a clap for her. Dennis Milko, the IT man. Give a clap for him. And finally, Christabel Kawai. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, when a returning officer. For the next 3 years. And I just want to call upon Obare to step forward so that we can appreciate him with some momentum. to say high five to members.
You and give him a big high five. A big high five to your neighbor. With all protocols observed, I want to thank all of you for the great support and the overwhelming support, I must say. I also thank God for this, and I know that all of us have worked hard to be where we are. I always think back and say that today I stand as a council member for a profession that was begun before I was born. That means that we're actually doing a generation. And I believe that when I also grow up, I say that I want my child to join accountancy, not because his father was an accountant. CPA Kamwere, CPA Molo, CPA Mburugu, and CPA Mbaya. They had great manifestos, and I have a plan that I will actually have to meet all of them. We combine their manifestos with what I have, because it's for the better of the institute, and I'm sure that is the way we can begin combining the great brains that are out there. I want to thank you once again, and I'm sure with your support, we shall go to where we want to be, that is beyond the horizon. Thank you, and have a great high five.
Thank you very much for that. Our nation on the benevolent. This is an idea which members have been asking about. And when we met in council, we say this is something which we need presentation, and then from there we shall report.
Chairman of the Council, good afternoon. The convener of members who was to make the same presentation on behalf of the Council. It's about establishment of benevolent benefits to members, and I will go very quickly. 14, the Council is both online and offline. We've had so many forums, trying to find out what members are looking for. Firm up modalities of establishing such benefits. 88 or such $81 by 1,000. 12%, and another one is 5% for 1,500 and 2,500. %80.83% of the respondents annual contribution with the annual subscription . The proposal and approval, that is the survey plus benchmarking and proposed modalities of establishing such benefits. The committee reviewed the proposal and forwarded to the council for approval to approve this in the 38th annual general meeting. The benevolent benefits are to primarily cater for financial support to members, family, as follows: to give 75,000 in event of loss of a member, the family members; to give 65,000 and 55,000 in event of loss of a member's child, registered up to a maximum of 4. These figures were actually arrived at by comparing the survey we did with insurance firm that can be able to handle such kind of a benefit. And they gave that was comfortable as long as we so those benefits could be guaranteed for that minimal contribution. The scheme will be funded through members' contribution. That's now the proposal we have. Through members' contribution, transfer the actual that surveys and as guided by the benchmarking exercise.
Together with the annual subscription. But maybe before we ask for a proposal, this one. Any comments? Omoro is there.